The Blue Devils and the Elizabethton Cyclones tonight. After tonight's game, the Blue Devil boys will be back in action next week. They will be traveling to Sullivan East. So we're going to have a couple of quick trips on the road. Tomorrow night with the Lady Devils to Sullivan East. On Monday night with the Lady Devils to Sullivan North. And then Tuesday night, it's back over to Sullivan County. We ought to just stay in a good crowd here tonight for the action. The gymnasium is by no means full, but it is, those people who are here are vocal, as we heard at the junior varsity game, and no doubt they're going to be just as vocal in the varsity action. The officials for tonight's game, by the way, will be Lynn Griffith and Larry Sayers. And with the starting lineups for the Elizabethton Cyclones, it's my proud pleasure to introduce to you the voice of the Blue Devils, Jim Crawford.
Starting tonight for the Elizabethton Cyclones, we have number 52, Kelly Oliver, a 6'2 senior. He'll be starting at post. David Sams, a 6'5 senior at post. Tim Burker, a 6-foot senior. He'll be starting at wing. Heath Arnold, a 6'1 senior, point. And then Chris Boyd, a 6'2 junior, wing and point. For the Blue Devils tonight, a whole new look, as we have number 10, Kevin Linkerfeld, a 5'7 freshman, starting tonight. Number 22, Mark Peterson, a 5'11 freshman, starting tonight. Number 30, Doug Whitson, a 6'1 junior, starting tonight. Number 20, Jamie Miller, a 6-foot sophomore, starting tonight. And number 50, Big Paul Edwards, a 6'4 senior, starting at post tonight. He's the only senior. We've got 2 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. It's almost unheard of for a team to put on the floor a starting lineup that consists of 2 freshmen and a sophomore. But that's exactly what Mike Williams is doing tonight for the Blue Devils. Linkerfeld, Miller, Peterson, Whitson, and Edwards. And we're looking for some positive results from these young players as they're under the direction of Mike Williams. Again, for Kingsport, Elizabethton, it's Kelly Oliver, 6'2 senior, David Sams, a 6'5 senior, Tim Burker, a 6-foot senior, Heath Arnold, a 6'1 senior, and Chris Boyd, a 6'2 junior. So Elizabethton will be fielding 4 seniors and a junior tonight. Elizabethton Cyclones and the Unicoi County High School Blue Devils from the Devil's Den. A vocal crowd, and we're ready for exciting high school basketball here at Unicoi County. Big David Sams, the 6'5 senior, will be jumping for the Elizabethton Cyclones as the Blue Devils get ready to tip it off. Doug Whitson, the 6'1 junior for the Devils, and the ball is controlled by Elizabethton. Elizabethton will be shooting to the left as you look at your radio dial. Unicoi County to the right. Elizabethton has the basketball, trying to work it underneath. The ball is tipped away as Burker was trying to get it to Sams. It was tipped out of there. The Blue Devils come down with a quick steal. Unicoi County's trying to work it underneath. And the ball was slapped out of bounds. Devils have the basketball. Kevin Linkerfeld will be setting the call. It's a 2-3 zone for the Elizabethton Cyclones. With the basketball, Linkerfeld going over to Miller. The ball is tipped away. Up court quickly comes Betsy. Shot is taken. A little baseline shot taken by Arnold is no good. Up off the board. Blue Devils come down with it. Quickly to Big Paul Edwards. Baseline. A 5-foot shot is up. No good. Partially blocked. Coming down with the basketball, the Elizabethton Cyclones. Heath Arnold across the timeline. Arnold over to Burker. Working it underneath to David Sams. And there's going to be a pushing off violation, and I believe it's going to be on. Well, let's just wait and see. Might have been on Paul Edwards. Elizabethton will have the basketball. A little 10-foot jump shot is up and no good by Arnold. A scramble for the rebound and goes out of bounds and belongs to the Blue Devils. was charged. That Blue Devil foul was charged on number 22, which is Mark Peterson, the 5'11 freshman. I thought it might have been on Big Paul, but it was Peterson with the foul for the Blue Devils. His first and the team's first. Bringing it down, and you'll just have to bear with us. A lot of new faces for the Devils this year, and it's going to take us a game or two to get it under a belt. Kevin Linkerfeld with a 15-footer. It's up, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Peterson goes after it. We've got a whistle. And there's going to be a foul called on Unicoi County. This one will be on Paul Edwards. That will be his first, team's second. Elizabethton will bring it back up the other way. Coming into the ball game now is J.J. Sparks for Unicoi County, replacing Paul Edwards. Elizabethton will bring it up. That's Heath Arnold, the 6'1 senior. Devils man-to-man coverage defensively. Sparks goes after the basketball, just about got it. Elizabethton's Kelly Oliver now setting the call. Oliver to Arnold. Arnold goes left wing, double team pressure. Arnold needing some help. Flips it underneath the Sams. The ball is kicked out, but Elizabethton gets it back. Now there's a man scramble. Elizabethton really buckling under pressure here by our Devils. The shot is up, no good, and there's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Kevin Linkerfeld for the Blue Devils, his first, team third. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the first period, and no team has scored. Elizabethton and Unicoi County both tight. And I'll tell you what, you know these young Devils are tight. Mike Williams starting two freshmen, a sophomore and a junior. And I'll tell you what, you know those boys just a few months ago playing for Martin Chapel and Evans. You know their stomachs are just as tight as a knot. The shot from the free throw line is up and good by Heath Arnold, the 6'1 senior from the free throw line. Elizabethton with an early 1-0 lead. Betsy with a second toss from the free throw line. Heath Arnold, the shot is up. It is no good. Rebound, Betsy. The ball gets away. Arnold had it back. A mad scramble. Linkerfeld for the Blue Devils. Linkerfeld up for two. Unicoi County 2, Elizabethton 1. Heath Arnold brings it down quickly, setting the call for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Heath Arnold, the 6'1 senior. We've seen that young man a couple of years past for the Betsy Cyclones. There's going to be a foul called, a quick whistle on Jamie Miller, the 6-foot sophomore, reaching in. A big number 44, Tim Berker, the 6-foot senior. That will be his first, team fourth. Elizabethton will have it inside court. Betsy into play. Heath Arnold setting the call for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Continued man-to-man pressure by the Blue Devils. Arnold trying to alley-oop it inside to Sams. The shot is up and good. Big David Sams, the 6'5 senior, just powering his way to the board, and it's 3-2 Betsy. Kevin Linkerfeld, the 5'7 freshman, brings it down for the Blue Devils. Over to J.J. Sparks. Sparks with the basketball. They move right wing to Peterson. Peterson down the middle to Sparks. Walk. J.J. Sparks. The 6-foot junior got tied up as Elizabethton collapsed around him as he made his move down the middle. And he walked with the basketball. Betsy will bring it back up. Heath Arnold across the timeline. Arnold over to Boyd. Down the middle. Boyd. No good. Rebound. David Sams, and a foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils. Foul is going to be called on J.J. Sparks. His first. Should be in a 1-1 now. The Devils in a bit of foul trouble early, already sending Elizabethton to the free throw line with 4:59 left in the first period. It's a 1-1 situation for big David Sams, the 6'5 senior, just powering his way to the board, drawing the foul. Sams with the shot, it's good. Elizabethton 4, Unicoi County 2. Coming into tonight's ball game, you would have to determine that the Blue Devils are heavy, heavy underdogs. David Sams at the free throw line. The toss is up. It is no good. Rebound, Blue Devils. Coming up for the basketball, Jamie Miller. Miller over to Linkerfeld across the timeline. Little Kevin Linkerfeld, the 5'7 freshman, facing a 2-3 zone by Elizabethton. Over to J.J. Sparks. Sparks inside to Miller. The shot is up down the middle. It's no good. The ball goes out of bounds off the Devil. It'll be Elizabethton's basketball. Betsy has it. Bringing it down is Heath Arnold for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Facing man-to-man coverage, Arnold, who's left wing, working down the middle. The ball is tossed away. They were trying to get it over to Miller. I beg your pardon, over to Sams. Devils come back the other way. A quick toss by Miller is no good. Follow through is up, no good, and there's going to be a foul called on Elizabethton. Foul is going to be called on big number 52, Kelly Oliver, the 6'2 senior. That will send to the free throw line Jamie Miller, the 6-foot sophomore for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils doing a good job defensively, clogging the lane. Elizabethton has been trying persistently to get it to big 6'5 David Sams. A couple of times now, the Blue Devils have intercepted passes down the middle. The shot is up and good, but Jamie Miller from the free throw line, that's his first point tonight. It's 4-3. Elizabethton. Miller with an opportunity right here to tie for Unicoi County. Jamie Miller at the free throw line. It's scored, and the Devils have tied it at 4. Elizabethton will bring it up. Across the timeline, here comes Betsy. Cyphers now into the ball game, sets his point guard. Man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. Cyphers moves left wing. Over to Arnold, down the middle. Arnold, no good. Rebound, scramble. Blue Devils, Peterson. Peterson to Linkerfeld, and the Blue Devils come back the other way. Kevin Linkerfeld sets the call. 2-3 zone by Betsy. Linkerfeld. A 15-footer, it's no good. Rebounded out of there by Jeff Cyphers, the 5'11" junior from Betsy. Cyphers quickly down court, takes it down the middle, has to come back out with it over to Arnold. Right wing Arnold, back over to Cyphers. Cyphers goes left with the basketball to Boyd, back to Cyphers. Continued man-to-man pressure by the Blue Devils. 3:25 left, first period. Cyphers setting the call, looking down the middle. Again, the Blue Devils doing a good job clogging the middle, forcing their way back down. Shot from 5 by Cyphers is no good. The ball goes out of bounds and belongs to Elizabethton. 3:15, first period, 4-4, Elizabethton, Unicoi County. Both teams seem to be tight. Chris Boyd, the 6'2 junior, gets it into play to Arnold. The 15-footer by Arnold is no good. Betsy with the rebound. Shot taken up is good. Big David Sams right to the board. 5 points for Sams. Here come the Blue Devils. Mark Peterson takes it down. Right corner, Peterson. Really feeling the pressure to Kevin Linkerfeld. Linkerfeld, the 5'7 freshman, sets his first point guard. Back over to Peterson, right corner. Peterson needs some help. Thinks about a shot. Doesn't take it. Back over to Linkerfeld. Heading the circle is Linkerfeld. They move left with the basketball to Jamie Miller. Miller in the corner to Whitson. Whitson back over to Peterson. They're working it around the horn. Finally, a 15-footer is up. No good. Devils come down with the rebound. Peterson. Peterson back to Linkerfeld. Back over the corner to Miller. Miller to Whitson. Whitson thought about a shot from the deep left corner. Won't take it. J.J. Sparks down the middle. Sparks won't take it. Sparks brings it out to Peterson. Right wing is Peterson. Peterson with the basketball. Continued 2-3 zone by Betsy. Kevin Linkerfeld. Free throw line. Won't take the shot. Back over to Jamie Miller. Right wing. There's J.J. down the middle. Sparks. Shot up. It's no good. And there's going to be a foul drawn on an Elizabethton Cyclone. The Blue Devils very patient. Foul is going to be called on David Sams, the 6'5 senior. His first, team second. Charlie, if they could continue to go down the middle and draw some fouls on David Sams, he's the one that Elizabethton relies on to take it to the boards each time down. JJ goes to the free throw line. Blue Devils trailing 2:11 left, first period, 6-4 to Elizabethton. JJ has an opportunity right here to tie it up. Jamie Sparks, a 6-foot junior for Unicoi County. He'll get 2 shots. Shot from the free throw line is short. He'll get another. Charlie, if you look at Elizabethton's lineup, how they stack up against the Blue Devils, a much taller and bigger ball club. JJ's second toss is no good.
And older, too.
And older. Starting 4 seniors tonight, Elizabethton. With the basketball quickly down is Berker. The shot is up. A 15-footer from the left wing by Berker is no good. Devils with the rebound. Bringing her down is Peterson. Right wing, Peterson. Underneath to Jay. Jay Sparks up. No good. Walk on JJ. Elizabethton will bring it back down. Oliver, Sams, Berker, Arnold, all seniors for Betsy. The only junior starting tonight was Chris Boyd, a 6'2 junior. With the basketball, That's Cyphers, John Cyphers, down the middle. Shot up, no good. Follow through is up, no good. Blue Devils come down with the rebound, and a foul is going to be drawn on Chris Boyd, the 6'2 junior. Chris, with his first foul tonight, team third. Devils will bring it back the other way. 1 minute, 35 seconds. First period, Elizabethton 6, Unicoi County 4. And we don't mean to keep harping on the youth of the Blue Devils, but folks, I'll tell you what, I've got my scorecards here, just trying to keep up with the Blue Devils as well as Elizabethton, because we don't know any of these Blue Devil boys. A complete new squad for the Devils out there. Again, starting 2 freshmen and a sophomore. Mike Williams feeling that these young players who want to play will give it their all. Linkerfeld with the basketball over to Peterson. Shot up from 10 by Peterson is no good. He goes out of bounds and belongs to the Blue Devils. Peterson shot from the right wing. She was about 12, 15 out. Too much iron. The ball goes out of bounds off the Cyclone, though. The Blue Devils get a break. Kevin Linkerfeld will throw it into play. Gets it to Whitson. The shot is up. No good. JJ with the rebound. Up good! JJ Sparks. And a foul has been drawn on a Cyclone. The foul is going to be drawn on number 20, Chris Boyd, the 6'2 junior. His second tonight, team fourth. Sparks goes to the free throw line for a possible 3-point play for Unicoi County. 1 minute left in the first period. We're tied at 6 in the Devils' den. Sparks at the free throw line. J.D. Sparks, the 6-foot junior for Unicoi County. It's up. It's no good. Short. Rebound, Betsy. All right. Keith Arnold brings it down for the Cyclones. Free throw line. Arnold over to Burker. Inside. The shot is up. No good. Working it underneath. And there's going to be a foul drawn, I believe, on Sparks. That will be his second. It's a 1-and-1 situation. Be a 2-shot violation, number 42. That's Travis Birchfield, a 6'3 sophomore, just into the ball game for Betsy. He's at the free throw line. 2 shots. Birchfield, the shot is up. It's good, and Elizabethton is back out on top. 7-6 with 51 seconds, first period. Matt Kiesecker coming into the ball game for the Blue Devils, replacing Mark Peterson. A little more experience in there now with Kiesecker. He's a 5'10 senior. Shot is up. It's good. Birchfield. That's his first 2 on the board tonight. 8-6 Betsy. 46 seconds. Blue Devils bring it down. First period from the Devils' den. In the front court to Jamie Miller. Miller over to Sparks. Sparks to Kevin Linkerfeld. The 5'7 freshman sets the call for the Blue Devils. Linkerfeld over to Miller. Left wing Miller. Gets it down low to Whitson. Back to Miller. Miller across court to Kiesecker. Kiesecker to Linkerfeld. Linkerfeld hitting the circle for Unicoi County. Down to 20 seconds. Into Sparks. Down the middle. JJ forces it up. It's no good. Rebound Betsy. Birchfield quickly down court to Arnold. A 12-footer by Arnold is no good. Rebound. Scramble for. It goes out of bounds and a foul. That's right. A foul on a Betsy Cyclone, it appears. Foul is going to be drawn on number 42. That's Birchfield, his first. And we're in a 1-and-1 situation now as the Blue Devils go to the free throw line with 7 seconds left in the first period. Going to the free throw line will be Jamie Miller, the 6-foot sophomore for the Blue Devils. If Miller can connect here, we've got a tie ball game. Miller at the free throw line. He takes a deep breath. A 1-and-1 situation for Miller. The shot is up. It's no good. Rebound, Elizabethton. Betsy brings it up quickly. Heath Arnold with a 15-footer. It's good. And the horn sounds that we played 1 period of basketball from the Devils' den. At the end of 1, it's Elizabethton 10, Unicoi County 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Don't forget, you will be skipping. Okay. We'll take a quick look at stats here at the end of 1 period of play. as we'll be right back to Unicoi County High School Gymnasium after this station identification on the Upstate Sports Leader. For the Elizabethton Cyclones, David Sams leads them right now with 5 points, 1 from the free throw line. Heath Arnold with 3, 1 from the free throw line, and Travis Birchfield's 2 points are from the free throw line. For the Blue Devils of Unicoi County High, Clevin Lingerfeld with 2, J.J. Sparks with 2, and Jamie Miller with 1 point. Now back floor action in the second period of play. The Cyclones lead 10-6. Here again is Jim Crawford.
Kevin Lingerfeld setting the call for Unicoi County over to Kiesecker. Kiesecker has trouble holding on. Kiesecker draws the foul. He lost the basketball. Elizabethton got it. And then Matt, out of frustration, grabbed the Cyclone, and a foul is going to be called on Kiesecker. His first tonight, I believe.
Already the Blue Devils have committed 17 fouls, so youth and inexperience, I think, is showing here in the first period of play. But, you know, they're only trailed by 4 points, which you can't say is bad very much for the Blue Devils here.
Especially when you're coming up against such a tough team as Elizabethton. Heath Arnold at the free throw line. It's good. 4 points tonight for Heath Arnold. And I'll tell you what, as we came in to watch these teams practice, Charles, I recognized more of the Elizabethton Cyclones than I did the Blue Devils. Elizabethton, you remember faces from last year. The Blue Devils, very few faces to remember from last year. 12-6 Betsy. Full court pressure. Matt Kiesecker, front court for the Blue Devils, facing full court pressure by Lynn Duggar's Cyclones. He stepped out of bounds. Kiesecker stepped out of bounds, trying to drive low. He went to the low post and started to turn around and stepped on the line, and it's Betsy basketball. 12-6 Elizabethton. Cyclones will bring it up across the timeline. Jeff Cyphers, in the corner to Arnold. Shot up, no good. Scramble. They're on the floor. Somebody blow a whistle. Jump ball, and on the alternate possession, it belongs to Elizabethton. 7:23 left, first half. Elizabethton 12, Unicoi County 6.
And Jim, I think Lynn Griffith down there and Larry Sayers, the officials, are letting them be a little bit physical underneath the bucket, don't you?
Seems to be. Shot taken up. No good by Cyphers. A good rebound by the Blue Devils. Kevin Lingerfeld comes down with it. Lingerfeld over to Mark Peterson, right wing. Back to Lingerfeld, heading the post to Miller. Jamie Miller. Miller in the corner to Whitson. Whitson back to Miller. Miller heads the circle. Back over to Lingerfeld, left wing. Then they go in the corner to Miller. Working it around. Peterson, Miller, Lingerfeld. And in the corner, they've got Doug Whitson. The ball intercepted before it could get to Whitson's hands. Down court quickly. Here comes Betsy. The shot is up and good. Give the bucket to Heath Arnold. He held up from about 10 out. And he has 7 points tonight. Quickly the other way. The Blue Devils up. No good. Scramble, scramble. Paul Edwards had it. Big Paul was fouled, I believe. They're going to call the foul from here on Chris Boyd. We'll double check. Foul is called. No, it'll be on 30. Jeff Cyphers, the 5'11" junior. Jeff's first tonight for Betsy. It's a 1-1 as Paul Edwards goes to the free throw line. The Devils need buckets here. 6:35, first half, 14-6 Elizabethton. If the Devils want to get back into this ballgame, you don't want to get down too far. To get down too far to such a big team as Elizabethton, it's going to be awfully difficult to ever come back. So you want to try to keep it close here. Paul Edwards at the free throw line for the Blue Devils. The shot is up. It's good by Big Paul. Paul has his first point of the night. 14-7. Paul Edwards, 6'4" senior for the Blue Devils. Edwards with another toss from the charity stripe. The shot is up. It's good. So Big Paul capitalizes there from the charity stripe, which closes the gap a bit to 14-8. Elizabethton brings her down. Jeff Cyphers working it down. Here they come quickly. There's Boyd up. Boyd quickly over to Kelly Oliver. Baseline shot by Oliver is good. His first 2 on the board tonight. Blue Devils facing full court pressure, having difficulty with it. Finally, they get it down to Peterson. Peterson over to Jamie Miller for 2. A beautiful opening is Peterson to Miller for 2. 3 points for Jamie Miller tonight at 16-10. Here comes Elizabethton. That's Jeff Cyphers setting the call. Cyphers to Arnold, left wing, Heath Arnold. Arnold over to Kelly Oliver. Oliver to Burker. The shot up for 12 by Burker's no good. He gets the rebound. Down the paint. Shot up. Gone. Elizabethton. Tim Burker took a move to the hoop. Foul is going to be called, I believe, on Kevin Linkerfeld. That should be his second tonight. A possible three-point play in the work here. Tim Burker, a 6-foot senior. Goes to the free throw line for a possible three-point play. J.J. Sparks back into the ball game, replacing Doug Whistle.
By the way, the Blue Devils shot 22% in the first period, but the Elizabethton Cyclones only hit 27% from the field in the first period. Both kind of cold here tonight.
Shot from the free throw line is good by Tim Burker. He comes out of the ball game, being replaced by Chris Mathis. So Lynn Duggar also doing quite a bit of substituting here. Has continued full court pressure on the Blue Devils. Lynn Duggar realizes this is a very green group of Blue Devils. These young fellas were playing for Martin Chapel and Evans just a few months ago. So Duggar really putting the pressure on. Paul Edwards with a little hook shot, no good. J.J. Sparks for two. High on the boards, J.J. Sparks with 4 tonight, 19-12. Bringing the ball down is Cyphers. Cyphers to Mathis. Back to Cyphers. Looking over to Arnold. Right wing Arnold. Arnold with the basketball. They bring him back up high to Cyphers. Cyphers moves left with it. Over to Mathis. Mathis clean across court to Arnold. Arnold back to Cyphers. Back to Arnold. Right wing Arnold. Back to Cyphers. Elizabethton getting very patient here. Just working around the perimeter. Maybe trying to lull the Blue Devils to sleep and then make a move through the back door. Elizabethton again just very patient. The Devils in what appears to be really a 1-2-2 defense. 1-3-1 possibly. Elizabethton very, very patient, slowing it down, just really passing along the perimeter, trying to find an opening. Arnold has it. He'll take a 12-foot jumper. It's no good. Arnold with his rebound. A hook shot by Arnold, no good. Finally, Paul Edwards comes down with it. There's a struggle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, I believe, off Elizabethton. It should be Blue Devil basketball. With 4:27 left in the first half. 19-12, Betsy. Blue Devils do have the basketball. Continued full court pressure by Elizabethton. Lynn Duggar really putting the screws to these green Blue Devils. Paul Edwards front court. Back over to Peterson. Peterson up to Linkerfeld, and the 5'7" freshman sets the call for Unicoi County. Jamie Miller, left wing. Miller needs help. Back to Linkerfeld, heading the circle. Elizabethton zoning it defensively. J.J. deep. Left corner, won't take the shot. Paul Edwards, back to Sparks. To the hoop. J.J. Sparks for two. Paul Edwards to Sparks for two. 6 points for Sparks. 19-14, Devils back within 5 of Betsy. Chris Mathis over to Heath Arnold. In the corner, the shot taken by Mathis is good. Deep right corner, Chris Mathis, the 5'10" junior, has 4 points tonight for Elizabethton, and it's 21-14. Charging violation. Devils trying to get a fast break on. Mark Peterson, the 5'11" freshman, ran over a Cyclone. And it's Betsy basketball coming back the other way. 3:33. First half, Elizabethton 21, Unicoi County 14.
Something like that is, I guess, something you just learn with experience is that anytime you got your back turned, there's a possibility somebody might be standing there. You just don't turn around and move like that. You just have to have that sixth sense that you develop as you continue playing basketball. And these young gentlemen are learning pretty quickly tonight, I believe.
Well, Elizabethton certainly starting a veteran ball club. 4 seniors starting tonight and a junior for Betsy. The Blue Devils virtually a whole new squad. Mike Peterson and the official going into it with one another here. Michael.
It's interesting, Michael is standing up. Did they change the rule that you could stand up in certain situations now?
I think when the official comes over to the bench, I think he motioned for the official to come over, and then when they got there, then he stood up and started talking to it. At the free throw line, Elizabethton, Kelly Oliver at the charity strike, the big 6'2" senior for Betsy. The shot is up. It's no good. Rebound. A foul called on Elizabethton. Over the back of J.J. Sparks. The foul's going to be called on number 14, and that's Heath Arnold, the 6'1 senior, his first tonight. We're 1-1 as Sparks will go to the free throw line. Blue Devils trailing here 21-14 with 3:32 left in the first half. And again, it looks like if the Devils are going to keep it close here in the first half, they're going to do it from the free throw line. Sparks at the charity stripe. The shot is up. It's no good. JJ having some rough luck there. But the rebound, Blue Devils. Ball batted around. Finally, the Devils come up with it. Again, JJ just having difficulty underneath the board. Bringing it down is Cyphers for Betsy. Cyphers over to Boyd. Shot up, no good. Scramble. Foul call again on Betsy. It looks like from here to be on number 20, Chris Boyd. 6'2 junior. That'll be 3 tonight on Boyd. So again, a 1-1 situation will put a Blue Devil at the free throw line. Link Duggar going to his bench. Sending big number 54, David Sams, the 6'5 senior, back into the ball game. Also coming back into the game is number 44, Tim Burker. 21-14, the Devils get pulled within 5 with a couple of tosses here. Jamie Miller, the 6-foot sophomore at the free throw line for the Blue Devils. The shot is up. It's good by Miller. Jamie Miller, 21-15. Miller again at the free throw line. Shot is up. It's good. Miller, it's 2. Back to within 5, the Devils. Bringing it down. Big number 30, Jeff Cyphers. Cyphers over to Heath Arnold. Right wing Arnold. Back on top to Burker, the 6-foot senior. Back to Arnold. There's Cyphers. Open from the free throw line. The shot is up. No good by Arnold. Scramble, scramble, scramble. Betsy Arnold. No good. Arnold had an easy 2 points. Got the feed from Boyd and just couldn't make it fall. The shot was too easy for Heath Arnold. Goes out of bounds, and the Blue Devils get a break. And with a toss here, Charlie, they could pull within 3. Kevin Linkerfeld, again, the 5'7 freshman, setting up his point guard for Mike Williams and the Blue Devils. Over to Jamie Miller. Back to Linkerfeld. In the corner to Peterson. Peterson to Linkerfeld. Open is Miller to Sparks. Deep left corner, JJ to Paul Edwards to Sparks. Ball tipped away from Sparks. Good play by Burker. Here comes Betsy. Back the other way. It's up. It's scored. Let's give the bucket to Jeff Cyphers, the 5'11 junior. His first 2 on the board tonight, 23-16. Kevin Linkerfeld brings her down. Over to Peterson. Deep right corner. Peterson back to Linkerfeld. Linkerfeld to Miller. Paul Edwards. Inside, can't get the shot off. They try to get it back to Sparks. Sparks has trouble holding on. Here comes Betsy back the other way. Cyphers. Cyphers to Cyphers. We've got both Jeff Cyphers and John Cyphers into the ball game. Timeout, Blue Devils. The ball goes out of bounds. Blue Devils want a timeout with 1:47. It's 23-16. Betsy will be back in 60 seconds.
Three to 16, the Elizabethton Cyclones leading right now, but they have not, you could say, dominated the Blue Devils this evening. Elizabethton has been shooting pretty cold tonight. They've improved a little bit here in the second period of play, but so have the Blue Devils somewhat. We'll see how this young Blue Devils squad goes with a minute 47 seconds left in the second period of play. As we're at Unicoi County High School Gymnasium on WXIS Sports Radio, the Blue Devils with the ball. Here again is Jim Crawford.
With the basketball is Kevin Linkerfeld. He'll bring it down after the inbounds pass from J.J. Sparks. Linkerfeld sets the call, 1-3-1 defensively for Elizabethton. Linkerfeld sets the call, heads the circle over to Jamie Miller. Left wing is Miller. Miller looking for somebody inside, can't find it. They go deep right corner, down low to Peterson. Peterson again really can't get the shot off. Back to Linkerfeld and back around the horn to Miller. Left wing Miller. Miller, wide open underneath. The shot is taken up. No good by Miller. I beg your pardon, by Peterson. Peterson was open underneath, but just inexperienced. Peterson got caught directly underneath the net and just couldn't make the shot fall, and Elizabethton brings it back down the other way. Jeff Cyphers, man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. Cyphers with it, over to Burker, back to Cyphers. Shot from the free throw line, up and follow through. Good, David Sams. David Sams, the big 6'5" senior, for 2 more for Elizabethton. Foul is going to be called, I believe, on J.J. Sparks. It should be 3 on Sparks tonight. And the bucket does not count. So going to the free throw line will be David Sams, the 6'5" senior. Elizabethton with a 23-16 lead over the Blue Devils with 1 minute left in the first half. A 1-and-1 situation for David Sams. The shot is up. It is good. 24-16 Betsy. 6 points tonight for David Sams. Another toss from the free throw line. David Sams. The shot is up. It's good. 25-16. Blue Devils have the basketball. Whitson, Doug Whitson helps bring it down. Linkerfeld to Whitson. Finally. A good move by Jamie Miller. Drew the foul on the Cyclone. Number 44, Tim Burker, the 6-foot senior. Burker's first tonight. And going to the free throw line will be Jamie Miller, the 6-foot sophomore. 1-and-1 situation. 5 points tonight, Blue Devils. We need to hit these from the charity stripe. The shot is up. It is good. We need that. 25-17. 8-point ball game now for Betsy with 51 seconds in the first half. Again, Jamie Miller, 6-foot sophomore, good. 25-18. The Devils trying to keep it close here in the first half. Elizabethton brings her down quickly to the hoop. Block shot. Good. Smooth. Going up for the hoop was Tim Burker, and the shot was blocked by Jamie Miller. All right, Betsy will get ready to throw it into play. Kelly Oliver, the 6'2 senior, gets it into Burker. A 10-footer by Burker is good. Burker with the hoop. The ball goes out of bounds off Linkerfeld. The Devils having trouble getting it in. Betsy will have it at side court with 37 seconds. Elizabethton gets it into play. Jeff Cyphers. Time down to 30 seconds. Cyphers. They may hold for the last shot here. Elizabethton 27, Unicoi County 18. Jeff Cyphers. Elizabethton bringing the Blue Devils out now. Holding for the last shot. 10 seconds. Cyphers. Over to Arnold. Up heading the circle is Burker. It's good. Horns down. And we played 1 half of basketball. From the Devils' Den at halftime, it's Elizabethton 29, Unicoi County 18. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
He's hitting 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 for 2 from the field. Tim Burker for the Elizabethton Cyclones has 7 points. He's hitting about 3 out of 6 from the field, and he's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Heath Arnold is not shooting very well tonight. He is only hitting about 2 out of 10 from the field, but he's 3 for 3 from the free throw line for his 7 points. Chris Boyd is 0 for 3 right now and scoreless. Jeff Cyphers is 1 for 3 with 2 points from the field. Chris Mathis is 1 for 1 from the field for 2 points. Travis Birchfield is 2 for 2 from the free throw line for 2 points. As a team, they shot 3 of 11 in the first period of play for 27%. In the second period, hitting slightly less than 50%, 7 of 15. At halftime, they are hitting 10 out of 26 shots from the field. I would give them a shooting percentage here at halftime, 10 for 26. That would be, as I take a look here, 38%. So not one of the better shooting nights for the Elizabethton Cyclones. From the free throw line, they're hitting 9 out of 11. Not too bad shooting from there. That would show them about 82% from the free throw line. Pretty good free throw shooters for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Chris Boyd has 3 fouls, personal fouls on him. Kelly Oliver with 1, David Sams with 1, Burker with 1, Arnold with 1, Jeff Cyphers with 1, and Travis Birchfield with 1 foul. They committed only 3 turnovers in the first half of play, which is pretty good for Lynn Duggar's team, the Elizabethton Cyclones, as they lead the Blue Devils 29-18. We'll take a look at the Blue Devils stats right after this 60-second timeout. And being able to get a few shots up through lots of taller hands than he is shooting about 3 out of 5 from the field for 7 points. He is 1 for 4 from the free throw line for his 7 points. Also scoring tonight, Kevin Lingerfeld with 2. He is shooting 1 for 3 from the field. And Paul Edwards has 2 points. Those 2 from the free throw line. He is 0 for 2 from the field here at halftime. Mark Peterson is 0 for 2 from the field, and that's about all the shooting I see for the Blue Devils here at halftime. Blue Devils hit 2 of 9 for 22% in the first period, 3 for 9 for 33% in the second. At halftime, the Blue Devils are shooting 5 for 18 for 28% from the field. From the free throw line at halftime, 8 of 13 for 62%. And the Blue Devils committed 8 turnovers in the first half of play. Well, we got a little feature here coming up in just a moment. Here from the gymnasium, we'll have a Blue Devil profile on one of the Blue Devils, Kevin Lingerfeld. Yes, we'll be talking to Coach Mike Williams right after this 60-second timeout. Basketball is Blue Devil profile. And tonight, Mike Williams talks to us about Kevin Lingerfeld.
Kevin's come to our program from Evans Elementary, which he had a very outstanding elementary career, and I think before his career's over here at the high school, I think he's going to have great credentials. A very outstanding point guard, and he plays a position in which you've got to do more than what most people see. He's sort of the coach on the floor, and he's got to do he's got to think like the coaches do. So that's even added pressure. But Kevin's a very good player, and I think he's going to be one of those kids that just gets better day after day after day. And he plays a position in which it's so very, very, very critical to a basketball club. But he's a very good shooter, and I think he'll get better. His size, of course, is small, which is a point guard position. That's no disadvantage. But he's just going to be one of those young kids that we've got that's going to get better day in, day out. And I think when Kevin Lingerfeld finishes his career at Unicoi County High School, he'll be remembered as one of the better point guards, in the history of the school. So, he's a great young man to coach. He wants to do well, and he's from a very good family. So I think in the next 4 years, you'll see great things from Kevin.
Kevin Lingerfeld, Blue Devil profile. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout to get ready for the second half of play from Unicoi County High School Gymnasium. Boys at Washington to play the Redskins. The Tom Landry Show begins at 3:30, and Dallas kicks off. Well, maybe Washington will kick off, for that matter. One team will kick off at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon right here on WXIS Sports Radio for the Upstate. We'll be right back with the second half of play from Unicoi County High School Gymnasium after this station identification on the Upstate's Sports Leader. With the second half of action, here again is Jim Crawford.
Blue Devils will start play. They'll be shooting to the left as you look at your radio dial, and the Elizabethton Cyclones to the right. Kevin Lingerfeld gets the ball facing a zone defense. We'll call it 3-2 for Betsy. Oh, these Elizabethton Cyclones, much taller and much huskier, if you will, than the Devils. Oh, my, there's a big size difference, folks. Lingerfeld, the little freshman, heading the circle. Back over to Jamie Miller. He's left wing. Back to Linkerfeld. They move right to Peterson. Back open to Miller. Down the middle to Whitson. The shot is up. No good. Scramble. Blue Devils have it. Well, getting the rebound was Jamie Miller. But in order to turn around and get the shot back off down the paint, he took a step. And he gets called for the walk. Elizabethton will bring it down. Jeff Cyphers, the 5'11 junior. Man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. Cyphers has the basketball. He holds up. He shoots from 7. It's no good. Follow through is good. Give the bucket to big David Sams, the 6'5 senior. He has 9 tonight. Devils bring it down. Paul Edwards unable to get the shot off baseline. Back out to Miller, back to Edwards. Edwards just really boxed in. Has to get it back out. With the basketball is Peterson. He gets tied up. Shot taken by Whitson is no good. And the ball goes out of bounds off a Blue Devil. So it'll be Elizabethton basketball. Just underway from the Devils' den, second half. Elizabethton 31, Unicoi County 18. Elizabethton brings her down. Jeff Cyphers, the 5'11 junior. Man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. Cyphers with it. Over to Arnold. Working underneath. The ball tipped away from big David Sams. And then who gets it back? Keith Arnold. The bucket is good by Arnold. And there's going to be a foul called on Jamie Miller. That will be Miller's second foul tonight. Team first in the second half. And that will send once again to the free throw line Heath Arnold, the 6'1 senior. Timeout. Blue Devils with 6:27, third period, 33-18. Elizabethton will be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, Charlie, if you're listening, could you check if you have a chance to see what player that last foul was on? Maybe hold up your... Hold it in front of your chest here. It's at 2-0. 2-0. Thank you very much. Okay. Good. Thank you. That was Jamie Miller's third foul instead of second. Thank you, Charlie. Here so far, Blue Devils have not been able to score here in a minute and a half of the third period of play. You're listening to WXIS Sports Radio at the Upstate, and back to the action as Heath Arnold goes through the free throw line after making a pretty nice steal on behalf of the Cyclones and laying it up 1-on-2 in his own bucket and drawing a foul. We'll see if he makes the three-point play here. Back to the action to Jim Crawford.
All right, Heath Arnold at the free throw line. The shot is up. It's no good. With the rebound for the Blue Devils is big number 22, or I'll say big number 22, Mark Peterson, a 5'11 freshman. These young Blue Devils certainly giving it all they've got tonight. Mark Peterson, ball tipped away. Bringing it down is Kelly Oliver for two more for Benson. Kelly Oliver, 4 tonight, 35-18. Devils, setting the call is Kevin Linkerfeld. Linkerfeld to Jamie Miller. Left wing is Miller. In the corner is Peterson. In and out, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Shot up, good. But number 20, Jamie Miller. The foul is going to be called on a Cyclone. Big number 52, Kelly Oliver, the 6'2 senior, has his second tonight, team first. And the free throw line is Jamie Miller, the 6-foot sophomore, for a possible three-point play. Miller with 9 tonight. The shot is up. It is no good. With the rebound, Kelly Oliver. Setting the call now is Jeff Cyphers. Cyphers facing man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. There's Berker, left wing, working it around the horn to Cyphers. They try to go down low with it, trying to work it underneath to David Sams at the low post. Ball goes out of bounds off Edwards. It'll be Elizabethton basketball underneath their own goal. 5.5 minutes. Third period, 35-20. Elizabethton. Throwing it into play will be John Cyphers. We have John and Jeff Cyphers. They're twin brothers. In for Betsy. Shot up. Down low. Good. Wide open. David Sams made a move. Got the feed from Oliver, and it's 37-20. He has 11 tonight. Blue Devils trying to bring it down, meeting some pressure. Trying to take it down the middle. Jamie Miller, we've got a tie-up. And on the alternate possession, it belongs to Elizabethton. So Betsy will bring it back the other way. John Cyphers sets the call over to Jeff Cyphers, and here's Elizabethton. Left wing to Heath Arnold. Arnold at the wing, back up high to Cyphers. Cyphers over to Cyphers. Jeff to John. Blue Devils man-to-man coverage, trying to be very aggressive. The Blue Devils need to get that basketball. Tighten up defensively and come back strong offensively. But again, when you've got freshmen and sophomores, it's difficult until they get some experience under their belt. Down the middle, wide open, Heath Arnold. Jeff Cyphers looking for Arnold to break. He broke, 39-20. He has 11 tonight. Shot up, ill-advised toss. I believe by Linkerfeld. Quickly down comes Betsy. Mike Williams may have to call a timeout here. Elizabethton starting to romp with the basketball as Heath Arnold goes down low, tries to work it underneath. The ball goes out of bounds off the Blue Devils. J.J. Sparks back in, along with Matt Kiesecker. 4:16, third period. Elizabethton 39, Unicoi County 20. Elizabethton's Tim Burker, the 6-foot senior, gets ready to throw the play. Set the play in motion. Cyphers heads the circle. Jeff Cyphers. Also in the ball game is John Cyphers. Ball gets away from Cyphers and picked up by J.J. Sparks. Sparks over to Kevin Linkerfeld, setting the call for the Blue Devils, the 5'7" freshman. Back over to Kiesecker. Kiesecker, right wing. Back to Linkerfeld. They go left with it to Jamie Miller. Miller back to Linkerfeld from heading the circle. Linkerfeld, it's no good. Rebounded by Jamie Miller. Push off. Devils. Foul is going to be charged on a Devil. Didn't get the number. It might have been Doug Whitson. Anyway, it'll be no, wait a minute. No, it is on Elizabethton. So it could have been on John Cyphers. Blue Devils get the basketball. Setting the call now for the Blue Devils, I believe, is Donnie Gray into the ball game. Again, all new faces for the Devils. It's going to take time. J.J. Sparks over to Kiesecker. Kiesecker, right wing. Trying to get it in the corner to Doug Whitson. The ball was snatched away and stolen. Coming back is J.J. and tips the ball out of bounds. It will be Betsy basketball coming back the other way. Tim Burker will throw it into play. Cyphers will bring it down for Elizabethton. He holds up. Kiesecker all over Cyphers going after the basketball. Over to Burker. Down low. Shot taken up. Good. Big bucket by Kelly Oliver, the 6'2 senior. Foul is going to be charged on number 12. That's Donnie Gray, the 5'8 junior. That'll be his first. Team second here in the second half. Going to the free throw line. Kelly Oliver. Possible three-point play in the work here for Oliver. Oliver getting a chance to take some breaths here as the officials are talking among themselves. Are they about ready to go now? Maybe. Still, just some discussion. I don't know. Chit-chat, maybe. Kelly Oliver for a possible three-point play for Elizabethton. The shot is up. It is good. 42-20, Betsy, who has 7 tonight. Oliver. Blue Devils bring it down. Matt Kiesecker with a 12-footer. It's in and out. No good. Rebound, Betsy. David Sams. Over to Cyphers. Cyphers to Burker. Left wing, Burker. Ball gets away. trying to open up to Sams, and the Blue Devils come up with it. Gray, Donnie Gray, now in his point guard for the Blue Devils. Gray will head the circle, back over to Kiesecker at right wing. Back to Gray, they move left with it. Devils into McMacken. McMacken with it. Left wing in the corner to Whitson. Yes, deep left corner is Doug Whitson. Has his first 2 points on the board tonight. 42-22, Elizabethton. Cyphers will bring it down. Cyphers to Burker. Left wing. They move right. Ball tipped out of bounds, belongs to Elizabethton. And we're trying to get it underneath the big Kelly Oliver. Blue Devils tipped it out. Coming into the ball game now is number 42, and that is, I guess, Mike Ramey, a 6'5" freshman for the Blue Devils. Deep right corner for Betsy. The shot is up and good. Nothing but the bump of the net for Tim Burker. 44-22 Betsy. He has 9 on the board tonight. Burker. Donnie Gray. Doug Whitson with the basketball. In the corner to Kiesecker for 2. Nice ball handling that time down. Kiesecker up for 2. And we've got a foul called on an Elizabethton Cyclone. Number 44, that's Tim Burker. His second. Team second. So going to the free throw line for a possible three-point play, it will be Matt Kiesecker. Minute 45 left, third period. Elizabethton 44, Unicoi County 24. Kiesecker at the free throw line. The shot is up. It is good. 44-25. Elizabethton, Heath Arnold. Over to Burker. Front court Burker. Over to Arnold, free throw line. Arnold will not take the shot. Passes over to Burker. Shot up by Burker is no good, but Heath Arnold with the rebound. Up and in and out. No good with the rebound is Ramey, and we've got a foul called on a Cyclone. Foul called on David Sams, the 6'5" senior, his second tonight, team fourth, third in the second half. Jimmy McMacken will throw the ball into play. And bringing it up is Donnie Gray. Gray across the touch line, calling the signals, facing a 2-3 zone for Elizabethton. McMacken to Whitson. Whitson over to Kiesecker, a 12-footer by Matt. Kiesecker is good. Right wing, a 12-footer for Matthew. 5 points for Kiesecker. Over to Kelly Arnold, or Oliver, I should say. Kelly Oliver. Over to Heath Arnold. Front court, Arnold for Elizabethton. Man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. Arnold over to Burker. Wide open, underneath, shot up, no good. Missing the easy 2 was Kelly Oliver. Devils come down with the rebound and back the other way. Donnie Gray with 46 seconds and ticking. Gray to McMacken. In the corner to Whitson. Back to McMacken. Left wing, McMacken. Across right to Kiesecker. Right wing, Kiesecker to Gray. Heading the circle, Gray to McMacken. Left wing, McMacken. They work it inside. Can't do it. Back to McMacken. Back to Gray. And Gray sets the call with 27 seconds. Gray setting the call for Unicoi County. Elizabethton zoning it. McMacken coming up at the high post. Down low to Kiesecker. The shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds off Kiesecker, and it's Elizabethton basketball. "17 seconds, third period. Elizabethton 44, Unicoi County 27. They get the ball into play. Heath Arnold. Lynn Duggar. Still got his horses in there, going after the Blue Devils. Jeff Cyphers to the hoop. The shot is up. It's no good. Rebound, Whitson. Over to Gray, and time has run out. We played 3 periods in the Devils' den. It's Elizabethton 44, Unicoi County 27. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
what, Jim, I was just looking at the stats, and really the Blue Devils have been outscored by about 5 or 6 points in each of the 3 periods, so it's been pretty steady basketball. The Elizabethton Cyclones haven't dominated any one of the 3 periods terribly much over the Blue Devils. They've been pretty consistent teams here tonight as we are getting ready for the 4th and final period of play. We'll be doing that right after we pause for this station identification on the Upstate's Sports Leader. Tomorrow night, Jim Crawford and I, along with the Lady Devils, will be on the road to Sullivan East High School to play the Lady Patriots, tipping off at 8 o'clock right here tomorrow night. Be here. Here's Jim Crawford.
McMacken with the basketball over to Whitson. The shot is blocked. Scramble for the rebound, and it's come up. Let's see, Kelly Oliver up with it. Finally, Elizabethton brings it down. Cyphers sets the call for Betsy. Right wing Cyphers in the corner to Heath Arnold. Up, no good. Up for the rebound, jump ball. And on the alternate possession, it belongs to Elizabethton. So the Betsy Cyclones will have it underneath their own goal. 4th and final period, Elizabethton 44, Unicoi County 27. Elizabethton gets ready to throw it into play. They get it in motion to Chris Boyd. Cyphers will set the call. Devils have started zoning now. We'll call it a 2-3 for Unicoi County. Arnold thought about a shot. Finally wide open underneath. Bingo. Kelly Oliver, the 6'2 senior. Oliver has 9 tonight for Elizabethton, 46-27. With the basketball, Unicoi County. Gray with it to McMacken. McMacken inside to Ramey. Shot taken back out by Kiesecker is good. A nice little 12-footer from Matt Kiesecker from the right wing. That'll be 7 for Matt tonight, 46-29. Jeff Cyphers, ball stolen, yes, Kieseckers. Sneaking behind Cyphers for the steal. Over to McMacken, nope. Too much iron, here comes Betsy. And again, the Blue Devils, McMacken getting the tip from Boyd. And the Blue Devils will set the call. Donnie Gray facing about a 2-3 zone here for Elizabethton. McMacken heads the circle. Over to Gray. Right wing is Gray. Across to Kiesecker left. You wouldn't call it a 2-3. Maybe you would. Inside. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Whitson for 2. Doug Whitson gets a couple of points on the board. That'll be 4 for him. Elizabethton wants a timeout. With 5:56 left. It's Elizabethton 46, Unicoi County 31. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You'll hear University of Tennessee volunteer football action on our AM affiliate station tomorrow, beginning with the sports warm-up beginning at 11 o'clock, joining the kickoff call-in show at noon as Kentucky is at Tennessee Knoxville. Here's Jim Crawford.
Blue Devils steal the inbounds pass from Elizabethton. The Blue Devils putting on some pressure on this veteran Elizabethton ball club right now. And we've got a couple of quick steals here. Donnie Gray setting the call for Unicoi County to Jimmy McMacken to Kiesecker, left wing Kiesecker into Ramey. Ramey can't get the toss off. Just about lost the basketball, needing some help. There's McMacken to Whitson. Deep right corner Whitson back to Gray. Right wing Gray into Ramey. The shot up by Ramey is no good, and the foul is going to be called underneath the boards. On number 54, David Sams. It'll be 3 tonight on Sams. And that should send Mike Ramey to the free throw line. He's a 6'5 freshman for the Blue Devils. So another freshman for Mike Williams on the free throw line. And we need these 2 baskets right here. Ramey at the free throw line. toss is up and no good. Second toss is up, is no good. He misses both. Elizabethton down for the rebound. Over to Jeff Cyphers. Across the timeline is Cyphers. Heath Arnold, right wing. Alley-oops and tries to alley-oop it underneath to David Sams. It goes out of bounds and belongs to the Blue Devils.
Jim, on our pregame show with Mike Williams, the coach of the Blue Devils, he said we're probably going to see most all of his players in the game tonight, and sure enough, we've seen a second platoon come in just now for the Blue Devils.
Jamie Miller over to Kevin Linkerfeld. Linkerfeld taking the point position, facing a 2-3 zone by this very tall and physical Elizabethton Cyclone squad. Inside, Jamie Miller up and good. Jamie Miller just simply drove down the lane and got the 2 points. 46-33. That'll be 11 tonight for Miller. Bringing it down is Cyphers. Down the middle, Cyphers for 2. 4 points tonight for Jeff Cyphers, the 5'11" junior. Blue Devils bring it up. Facing full court pressure. Linkerfeld, they better hurry. J.J. Sparks, they better hurry. Finally. Shot taken from the corner is blocked. Mark Peterson went up from the right corner. It was blocked. Scramble for the ball. It goes out of bounds. That belongs to Elizabethton. The Blue Devils want a timeout with 4:26 left. 48-33. Betsy will be back in 60 seconds.
Tonight's action, stay tuned for the McDonald's Big Blue Player of the Game. And we've got statistics of tonight's action, sponsored by Valley Motors, all coming up right here on WXIS, following tonight's Blue Devil Elizabethton Cyclones action. With the play getting ready to resume now in the 4th period with 4:26, here's Jim Crawford.
Tim Berker getting it into play to Heath Arnold. Arnold across the timeline for Elizabethton. Arnold will set the call. In the ball game now for Betsy is, I believe that's Corey Davis. And now Lynn Duggar doing a bit of substituting now. Foul is going to be charged on number 10, Kevin Linkerfeld, I believe, for pushing off. It'll be 3, team third. Elizabethton will throw it into play. Kelly Oliver, the 6'2 senior, will throw it in for Betsy. Oliver gets it in to Berker. Around the horn to Davis. Blue Devils zoning right now. There's Berker, back to Davis. Davis moves right wing with it. Back on top to Heath Arnold. Shot taken up from the left wing is good. Nice little 15-footer by Tim Berker, the 6-foot senior. 11 tonight for Berker after the feed from Arnold. The Devils bring it down. Kevin Linkerfeld loses the dribble out of bounds, getting a lot of heat from Davis. And it will be Elizabethton basketball inside court.
And there's Mike Williams up off his chair again. Of course, the official didn't call it that time. Told him to sit down, but didn't call a technical on it.
Betsy will have the basketball. Heath Arnold over to Davis. Right wing to Berker. Gets it underneath. The shot is up, taken by Kelly Oliver. The shot is partially blocked, and the foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils. Foul's called on number 50. That's Paul Edwards. That'll be his second tonight, team fourth.
You know, here comes another platoon in off the bench. I think maybe what Mike Williams is trying to do is to run Elizabethton to death, I guess. Putting in fresh troops there to maybe try something like that. He's still behind, though, 17 points.
Well, the Elizabethton players should be getting a little tired, Charles, because they played the whole game. The horses are still in there for Betsy. Shot is up and no good. There's going to be another foul drawn, I believe, on a Blue Devil going after the rebound. Looks like Paul again. Well, wait a minute. Paul's name must be number 30. They must have called it all Whitson, I guess. It'll be his first tonight. Going to the free throw line for Elizabethton will be Chris Boyd, the 6'2 junior. Shot is up. It's no good, short. Elizabethton leading here 50-33 with 3:28 left. Boyd at the free throw line. He'll get another toss. The shot is up. It is good. Make it 51-33 Elizabethton. That'll be his first point on the board tonight. Bringing it down now is Donnie Gray back in his point guard for the Blue Devils. Gray with the basketball, just about walked with it over to Kiesecker. Right wing Kiesecker wanted to get it down the lane, couldn't do it, had to come back out with it over to Gray. Gray comes down. Gray will force up a shot. It's up, no good. Rebound Elizabethton. Tim Burker, the 6-foot senior, with the rebound. Back over to Davis. Davis will bring it down. Davis setting the call for Elizabethton. 2:59 and ticking. 51-33. Davis down the middle. It's up, no good. A charging violation is going to be called on Davis. The Blue Devils want to bring it back up the other way. Glenn calls the timeout. 51-33. Elizabethton will be back in 60 seconds.
You have any idea on a player of the game yet? Maybe Miller?
That'd be fine. Miller would be fine. Just as good as anybody else, I guess.
Okay. The sports leader in the upstate, and we're going to be bringing you the Dallas Cowboys at Washington to play the Redskins Sunday afternoon. The Tom Landry Show at 3:30. The kickoff at 4 o'clock. Dallas at Washington. You'll hear it right here via satellite on WXIS Sports Radio. Back to the action in the fourth period. 2:55 left. Here's Jim Crawford.
Jimmy McMacken throws the ball into play to Donnie Gray across the timeline is Gray. Davis all over Gray, and the foul is going to be called on Davis. That will be number 2 on Davis. That should send Gray to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 for the Blue Devils with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Mike Williams giving all of his players an opportunity to play tonight, and certainly youth in abundance here. Just a few months ago, most of these boys were playing grade school basketball. Shot up by Gray is good, and it's 51-34. That'll be his first point on the board tonight. A lot of them were playing grade school basketball 6 months ago. Now they're playing for the Devils. Second toss is up, 51-35. Elizabethton brings her down. Heath Arnold with it. Arnold over to Davis. Man-to-man coverage by the Blue Devils. Foul called on Gray. That will be his second. 1-and-1, so that will send Davis, the 5'8" sophomore, to the free throw line for Elizabethton. 2:32. Devils will next be in action Tuesday night over at. No, we will host Sullivan East, won't we? I believe, Tuesday night. Double check that for me, Charlie.
I was thinking, yes, we're on the road.
On the road at Sullivan East. Tuesday night, shot up good. Toss is up and good. That'll be Davis's first point on the board tonight. 52-35, Elizabethton with 2:32. Davis at the free throw line. The shot is up. It's good. 53-35, Elizabethton. Unicoi County will bring it down. That's Donnie Gray. Gray at the end of the circle over to McMacken to Gray. Gray moves right wing with it. Foul called. And we've got a timeout, Elizabethton. The foul is going to be called on number 42, and that was number 52, Kelly Oliver, his third. And it's a 1-and-1. We'll take a 60-second timeout here. 53-35, Elizabethton.
Today is WXIS's 18th birthday, and we're going to be announcing the winner of the WXIS $100 birthday cake right before our Neil Young birthday concert, coming to you live from San Francisco beginning just before 10:30 this evening. So be listening for the winner of the WXIS $100 birthday cake announcement coming up shortly.
At at the free throw line is Mike Ramey, the 6'5 freshman for the Blue Devils. The toss is up and good. That'll be his first point on the board tonight, 53-36. Ramey at the free throw line is good. 53-37. Elizabethton will bring her down. Davis across the timeline for Betsy. And a charging violation on Davis. His third. And maybe it wasn't a charge. It was on Davis.
I guess he might have got rid of the ball first, and then he ran over the Blue Devils. I guess maybe that's how the officials saw it.
Anyway, it's going to send Ramey to the free throw line. Once again, it's a 1-and-1 situation for Ramey. He has 2 points on the board tonight. The shot is up. It's good. 53-38. Blue Devils making it respectable tonight. A very green Blue Devil squad full of freshmen and sophomores going up against a veteran Elizabethton Cyclone squad. And making it respectable tonight. Shot up 4 points for Ramey, 53-39. Blue Devils certainly making it respectable and, quite frankly, playing their hearts out. I don't think you could ask the Blue Devils to play a better game than they played tonight. Foul is going to be charged, I believe, on Gray. That'll be his third tonight. 1-and-1 situation. That'll send Davis to the free throw line for Elizabethton with 2:05 left. 53-39.
Jimmy, you think Johnny Majors is looking forward to seeing the Kentucky Wildcats after they beat Florida last week when they come to Knoxville tomorrow?
Well, I would say so, Charles. An opportunity for Johnny Majors to go to a bowl game, if you can believe that. And the UT Volunteers win tomorrow. It is said that they will go probably to the Liberty Bowl. And even if they lost to Vanderbilt, they would go with a, 5-6 record. My. All right, Gray looking underneath, trying to find Whitson. The ball goes out of bounds, and I believe it went off a Cyclone, so it will be Blue Devil basketball underneath their own goal.
And don't forget that Kentucky at Tennessee football game will be on our AM affiliate, WEMB AM 1420 tomorrow afternoon.
Gray has the basketball for the Blue Devils, heading the circle, facing a zone by Elizabethton. Shot taken by Kiesecker, in and out, no good. Rebound, scramble, and a foul is going to be called on Matthew.
Matt's doing a pretty good job here in the second half. He scored 5 points in the third period of play, and his first 2 a little while ago. And coming in here in the second half, doing pretty good.
All righty, so Elizabethton will be going to the free throw line. Looks like it will be Davis again. To the charity stripe with 1:36 left. Davis will be shooting a 1-and-1 for Elizabethton. Tosses up. It is in and out. No good. Rebound. Follow through Betsy. It's no good. And there's going to be a foul called on another Blue Devil here. Going up after the basketball. Foul is going to be charged, I believe, on number 40. That's Matt Kern, a 6'2 junior in. His first tonight. At the free throw line this time around is number 42, Travis Birchfield, a 6'3 sophomore. Birchfield at the free throw line. It's no good. He'll get another. He has 2 points tonight so far for Elizabethton. 1:35 left. Elizabethton 53, Unicoi County 39. Second toss from the free throw line by Birchfield. The shot is up. It's good. 3 points for Birchfield. 54-39. Here come the Blue Devils. Donnie Gray brings it up across the timeline. 2-3 zone for Betsy. Back over to Kiesecker. Kiesecker to Whitson. Trying to get it underneath. Beg your pardon, to Kern. The ball was batted out. And here comes Elizabethton back down the other way. Across court to Boyd. Trying to get it to the hoop. Underneath with Chris Mathis. The foul is going to be called on a Blue Devil. It'll be on Kiesecker. That'll be his second tonight. Going to the free throw line will be Chris Mathis, a 5'10 junior for Lynn Duggar.
By the way, the official scorer is putting up their 3 fouls apparently on Matt Kiesecker.
So Elizabethton once again, 2 shots now. Chris Mathis. Tosses up. It's no good. He'll get another. the bucket. The shot is up. It's good. 2 points tonight, 3 points tonight from Mathis. 55-39. Devils bring it down. Donnie Gray. Working around the horn. There's Andy McInturf into the ball game now for the Blue Devils. Keysecker almost lost it. Back over. They go underneath. Trying to get to Matt Kern. Apparently Matt took a step trying to drive the baseline. 15 turnovers on the Blue Devils tonight. Elizabethton has it with 50 seconds. Mike Williams has to be encouraged. I think the Blue Devils, going up against a very veteran Elizabethton ball club, has played aggressively tonight. Good way of putting it. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, on the Blue Devils. Foul is going to be called, I guess, on number 40. That would be Matt Kern. His second tonight. At the free throw line is Chris Boyd, the 6'2 junior. First toss is up. It's good. He has 2 points on the board tonight. 56-39. Second toss is up. It's no good. Rebound. Elizabethton shot up good. Give the bucket to Travis Birchfield. He has 5 tonight. Blue Devils bring it down. Keysecker over to Gray. Hits the circle. Gray. It's no good. Elizabethton with the rebound. Chris Boyd brings it down for Betsy. Shot taken up. It's good. Give the bucket to Mathis. Driving the baseline. Mathis. 60-39. Elizabethton robbing now here in the late going. Blue Devils taking some desperation shots. There's Gray from 20 feet. It's good. And the horn sounds. 60-41. So the Unicoi County High Blue Devils lose this one. But when you've got such youth playing, you can ask that they play their hearts out and do the very best they can, and that's exactly what they did tonight against a very good, strong, big Elizabethton ball club. They played their hearts out and gave it all they had, and I think those young freshmen and sophomores showed a lot of maturity. The final score tonight, Elizabethton 60, Unicoi County 41. We'll be back in 60 seconds. The Elizabethton Cyclones 60-41. Certainly Lynn Duggar and his Elizabethton Cyclones came into the Devil's Den tonight prepared to win this ball game. Last season, if you recall, the Unicoi County High Blue Devils, minus a lot of the football players and all this sort of thing, went with basically a junior varsity squad to Elizabethton last year and upset Elizabethton in their opener. And I think Lynn Duggar was not going to look past the Blue Devils tonight. And certainly he brought his horses here to play ball. And they did. Elizabethton with a fine ball club, and I'll tell you what, Lynn Duggar, you'd have to go pretty fur, if you will, a pretty fur piece to find a better coach than Lynn Duggar at Elizabethton. Just a fine individual, a fine gentleman, and certainly has the horses at Elizabethton and should be very, very competitive in the Big 9 Conference this season. So congratulations to Lynn Duggar and the Elizabethton Cyclones for a 60-41 victory over the Blue Devils tonight. It's time for the McDonald's Big Blue Player of the Game here on WXIS, sponsored, of course, by your Irwin McDonald's, Dave Motley, and all of our good friends backing Blue Devil sports out at McDonald's. We'll be back to announce the player of the game right after this 30-second tonight. Really, who do you pick? Total team effort. Total team effort. Kevin Linkerfeld, Jamie Miller, Mark Peterson, Doug Whitson, Paul Edwards, Jamie Sparks, JJ, Jimmy McMacken, Donnie Gray, Matt Keysecker, Mike Ramey, Matt Kern, Andy McInturf. They all saw action tonight. Total team effort, we'll give it to Jamie Miller. Jamie, very aggressive, as were all the Blue Devils. Very tough decision tonight. It could have gone to anybody. Jamie Miller, certainly heads-up play and got quite a few points on the board early for the Blue Devils. It's going to take, I'll tell you what, I think Chuck Ray hit it on the nose earlier this evening. If anybody can whip these boys into a winning team, it's Mike Williams. And I think most of the coaches in the upper East Tennessee area, whether they're AAA, AA, or single A, will tell you Mike Williams is one of the fine coaches in the area. And Michael, by Christmas, mark my words, by Christmas, he'll have this ball team seasoned up. And you're going to see some upsets this season by this Blue Devil basketball squad. Right now, they're freshmen and sophomore, just green behind the ears, getting some experience. And they started off with a very tough Elizabethton Cyclone team tonight and played very competitive. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Am I supposed to call for 2 Valley Motor Sands, or we just do 1, don't we?
I guess you could call for 2. They're paying enough for it.
Well, I don't know. You could maybe intro it. I could do Elizabethton, then call for an ad, then do Blue Devils.
If you want me to intro it, I'd be more than happy to if you want me to.
Okay. All right, we'll just do 1 ad then, I guess. That's what we did last year.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Again, congratulations to Jamie Miller, our player of the game tonight. The Blue Devils getting a lot of experience. They'll get some more experience come Tuesday night over at Sullivan East. And then there'll be Unicoi coming to town next Friday night, and that's going to be a tough one too. So Mike Williams giving his young players a lot of experience here before they get into the conference schedule, and I guess that's good. You play some tough teams.
No, stay right here. Stay right here. Scoring for the Blue Devils of Unicoi County High, our leaders in gifts on the Asheville Highway, south of Irwin. By Jim Rule Chevrolet, Johnson City Highway, north Irwin. By the Paint and Decorator Mart, North Main, your trustworthy hardware center. Tomorrow afternoon on WEMP, it's Kentucky and Tennessee. And Jim Crawford and I will be back live at Sullivan East High School tomorrow night with the Lady Devils as they play the Sullivan East Lady Patriots.